Hi Earth signs, this is your full moon reading for April 2021. This month's full moon will be in Scorpio. It's on April 26th. So with the full moon being in Scorpio, that could bring up some more like negative or deeper or sad emotions, that need to come up to the surface and be healed. So if you're finding that's happening to you lately, it's perfectly normal. I've had a few things that have come up for me, and I'm kind of used to these flows of energy now, so just kind of let it out, let it go. I also saw on Google that they're calling this the pink moon, and I don't know if I just never noticed before that every moon seems to have a name, and I guess it's according to the Farmer's Almanac anyway. So this is a super moon, which I actually still don't know what that means either. But the pink is supposed to represent the flowers that are blooming around, and actually, if I look out my window right now, there's some pretty bright pink flowers, and I've been seeing them everywhere. Unfortunately, all the pollen is kind of killing me, but I think I have it under control now, so hopefully I'm not still sniffling all the time. So this reading starts out first with Capricorn. I'm using Muse Tarot for Capricorn. For Taurus, I'm using True Heart Intuitive Tarot, and then Starman for Virgo. And then I have 6 Oracle decks. Moonology as usual, and then this time I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I have the Shadow or the Dark Mirror Oracle, the Akashic Records Oracle, the Angel Dreams Oracle, and Wisdom of the Oracle. So we'll see what comes out for that today. So I'm going to get started with Capricorn first. Alright, 2 cards fell out. So first got a new start is coming. New moon energy. Okay. Put that there. And then be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. So it seems like that new start is gonna involve some action on your part. Let's see. Then intuitive heart tarot. Oracle. Take that one. Then we got 20 Blossom. That's nice for the pink moon, and that's the energy of judgment. Interesting. Go for the Dark Mirror. So I guess maybe this new start and the move you make is going to be based on a reflection of something, the lessons you learned from the last cycle. Because to me, that's what the Judgment card is. Before the world, you're kind of evaluating everything you've been through, everything you learned, and what lessons you're taking into the next cycle. Okay, wow, that's 2 again. We've got number 6, Alone in the World, which is an acceptance card. And then we got 27, Fragmentation, which is an anger card. Let's go for the Akashic Records. So with you've got an acceptance and an anger card. So you're definitely, this is, a cycle has just ended, and maybe you've had that time to reflect. But maybe with the fragmentation, that's like basically you having anger still over a situation, but you're internalizing it. You're keeping it in, and it's kind of starting to affect you. So maybe that's part of the lesson you might have learned from last cycle, and you're gonna have to probably express that anger in order to release it. You know, and it can be kind of difficult if you're talking about confrontation, but even just maybe writing it down might be helpful in getting it out, you know, putting it into words. Take this one. We got 22, love. So it could have been a love cycle that ended for you, or a love cycle that's beginning. But maybe if you're still having kind of anger about a situation, maybe there's a bit to heal on it still before you can move forward. It might be kind of blocking your ability to love unconditionally. Because, you know, Alone in the World 6, so that's the number of the lovers, and that's also the number of unconditional love. Let's see. We got, wow, another 6, not for you. Wow, wow. It says nope. It's a fortune cookie and it says nope. That's funny. Okay, just gonna put that. Okay, I don't want to put it there. Love is not for you. There's no good place to put that. I'll put it maybe under fragmentation. Huh. I might have to read that and see what that's about. But the tarot might give us some more insights on what that might mean. And now the angel dream. High Council, evolution, information, potential. Okay, so that usually means you're getting higher guidance for your dreams, like whatever, especially if this is like a pretty significant karmic cycle for you. It might be like a very necessary soul lesson. Therefore, you're gonna really have to deal with whatever it is you still haven't healed. You know, whatever's causing this fragmentation or this residual anger. Huh. You know, in this case, specifically with the new star in love, be bold, make the first move. Probably some past situation is maybe making you reluctant. Some past hurts is making you reluctant to go forward in a new love situation because, you know, you're not fully over that. Yeah, and if you're not used to initiating that sort of thing too. Okay, 2 cards there. You know, I'm not getting a lot of fear energy here either. So, okay, I'm sticking with that. Well, but bottom of the deck is the Devil, but that's also your energy as a Capricorn. So maybe this is telling you to stand in your power. Wow. This card really does. There's like a butterfly, but it's on fire. I don't know if you can see that or not. Focus. Yeah, there's a butterfly in the top there and it's on fire. And then the Devil has the butterfly wings. That's very interesting. All right, let's see what came out. So first we got 7 of Inspiration, 7 of Wands. So that's kind of telling me that there's a bit of like defensiveness, like you're still a bit closed off. And then we got Ace of Inspiration. Right, but I feel like you're feeling pretty confident. You know, it's just, you know, this energy that's here, right? These colors and the Ace of Inspiration are here in your inner world, and this symbolizes to me like you're not ready to let anyone into that inner world of yours. Then we got Four Voices, which is healing, you know, Four Swords energy. And then we got Queen of Emotions. Yeah, very nice. I love the colors here. Wow. All that purple and pink. Very nice. And then we have Two of Materials, Two of Pentacles energy. Okay. So, oh, my nose is itching. Yeah, so you're like very balanced on the inside. You know, you've been working on your healing. I think just really, especially with this Two of Materials here, it's just the hesitancy to let someone in at this point. You know, you're at this point of alone in the world, and maybe you're just thinking, oh, you know, I'm really good on my own. You know, why I've done all this work, you know, I'm stable, I'm happy, I'm confident. You know, do you really want to ruin it by letting someone else in at this point, you know? But I think what this is telling you is that this is not not wanting people or to let people in is not coming from a truly peaceful place, because, you know, even though this is an acceptance card, you know, it's still part of your shadow aspect, right? And you know, your shadow aspect is still healing, or it still needs some attention, I would say. You know, it's not really about healing in this case. You know, and even with this Four of Voices, Four Swords, which is normally healing, I feel like it's like, actually, since the light is coming from her eyes, it's illuminating, shining light, just seeing that part of you, that shadow aspect of you, that is still kind of angry about what you've went through, or feels you can't express it. And, you know, ooh, what this not for you, I still might get the book, you know, Being by the Love. Maybe you're just like, because of your experience, you're just thinking, well, maybe like love is not for me. And that could be part of, you know, alone in the world. It's like, this also with the Devil being out, maybe love is not showing up for you like you would want it to. So you're just thinking like, maybe it is coming, but you just don't like the way it looks. So you're just saying, well, this is just not for me, you know. And you keep waiting for a version of love that actually that fits more your mental idea of what it is. Or yeah, I mean, it could be that, but I'm not really getting, besides this Four of Swords, or, you know, I'm not getting any sword energy. So this is like, I think this is a very small aspect of what's holding you back. Like, I wouldn't even call this a blockage so much as whatever's happening for you hasn't met your, I don't know, your threshold, or hasn't met your standards, I would say. And what are the standards here, though? What are your standards based on? Your standards might be based on old conditioning and, you know, something that you've already learned about in last cycle, right? About yourself. Maybe you realize, oh, maybe I am a bit too closed off. Maybe I am a little bit too controlling about my environment and who I let in. And you need to be, maybe you learned you needed to be more permissive or more vulnerable or open, but it's still hard, right? If that's deep in your conditioning, if you're really like this Seven of Inspiration energy, and yeah, it can be a little bit hard when you've worked so much on yourself. You've gained this inner peace, you've gained this inner stability to think about risking that going away or being shaken up because of someone else can be hard. It could be hard, right? And yes, love, real love involving a degree of vulnerability and openness, maybe that's the part that you think is not for you. You know, maybe you're like, why do I have to be totally open? Why do I have to be vulnerable? You know, maybe I can just be good on my own and not worry about anything. But with this alone in the world, I don't think that is actually what you would be happy with. And with this High Council, maybe you're also being told that, you know, breaking through or getting through this is going to level you up in some way. It's going to lead to something much more significant for you. You know, with this new start is coming. If you really take this step, then things may change for you in ways, or get better for you in ways that you couldn't have even imagined, right? If you're just willing to, you know, stop wavering and just go forth, be bold, you know, and do what you feel, you know, what you're inspired to do. You know, I feel like it's kind of, you are getting that indication with the Queen of Emotions, Ace of Inspiration. There is getting to the point where you can't ignore what you're feeling about a situation or a person, but you're just, yeah, you're not sure of how it's going to turn out, or whether you're going to still be able to maintain your sense of equilibrium and your power. And yeah, with this Devil here, I think, you know, part of your power probably is really maintaining control of your environment and what's going on. So yes, it's probably extra scary in that regard. You know, I don't feel like I really need any clarifiers. I think I'm just going to roll an angel dice. But wait a minute. Let me see. What is this not for you, number 6? See if I can get anything additional out of that. 6, 6, 6. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Okay. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. Yeah. So, what I'm also getting from that with the rejection is God's protection. Okay. This could also be a situation in which you're not, if you did find love, or you thought you found the love you wanted, but it didn't work out, that you're not realizing yet that there's something better for you out there. So that could be part of what you need to release too. But, you know, take what fits your situation. Angel number, I feel like 8. Okay, 8, 7, 1. Let's see. Your angels are encouraging you to turn your attention back to yourself at this time. Stay focused on your growth and you will experience the positivity of your commitment. Yeah, just a bit of inner reflection, you know, to kind of think about where this fragmentation energy is coming from still, you know, and just illuminate it, right? You don't have to go back into the healing cocoon. You know, I think awareness is going to go a lot farther than you think in this situation. So yeah, I think that's what you should do. Just try to release any last blockages before this new start gets going. And that's what I have, Capricorn. I hope this helps you. Thanks. Hi, Taurus. Let's get into your reading. First, the Moonology. First one, new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Then card overall. Okay. Ooh, okay. 3 of Spirit or 3 Wands energy. Take the lead. Nice. Okay. Dark mirror. Ooh. And then we got 16. Black flower fragrance. I don't remember what this one is. I haven't got this one too many times, so I'll look at the book. But you see that's like coming from our heart. Got another 16. Halls of a Mentee. I don't remember what this one means either. Guess it's gonna be a lot of book stuff for you, Taurus. Let's see. Wisdom of the Oracle. Got 42, and it was in reverse. Chop wood in reverse, you can see. This is usually about hard work. Let's see, a dream oracle. Got, wow, reaching for your dreams, go for it. Wow, so this is like another nudge to you, you know, take the lead, and they're both purple. So yeah, I will get the book. But it's like, okay, this romantic cycle is definitely going to involve you being more yeah, I need both of these. Just doing a... Yeah, I think they're, you know, if this is a new romantic cycle, the old romantic cycle, you learned a lot from it. And there's a lot of things that you can do to make things better for this new cycle. Wow. Okay, I don't know what the halls of a Mentee is, but it says this situation or relationship is recorded in the halls of a Mentee. Look and seek your information in the sacred realm. So I'd really look that up. And yeah, this is talking about like ancient gifts, ancient realms of Atlantis and Egypt. Yeah, so I feel like this cycle, you gain some like very significant knowledge, and maybe in the past you really were waiting for the other person to take significant steps, but it's actually you who need... Okay. Wow. So the black flower fragrance is an anger stage. Okay, forgive my language, but it says, the world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, this is also, yes, this is why it's coming out of her heart. Love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly, love can be cheap, love can be rotten, but even ugly love has a right to exist. Even cheap love can raise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Wow. So, yes, your last romantic cycle was terrible. That's what it sounds like. Like, there was just a lot of things that went wrong. A lot of things, you're still carrying some anger from it and resentment. So you're gonna definitely have to release that. Like, this is the perfect moon to release that level of anger and resentment. Because I think it's, Spirit's telling you, this is gonna be up to you. You're the one with the wisdom. You're the one with the power in a situation. So expecting someone else to be on your level or to be able to do what you can do is not going to be realistic in this situation. Wow. And so the chop wood protection message. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. Go for your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you've begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. Yeah, so Taurus, if you and your last cycle kind of just waited for things, it says you take one step and the gods take 10 steps towards you. You might have to be the one taking those 10 steps for every one step someone takes towards you. Don't wait for permission to do everything that you want to do. There's a bit of you needing to take or empower yourself. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. There's, a bit of you needing to be the one that really gets this going. Instead of waiting for someone else to be on your same level. Wow. Yeah, and this is definitely relationship related. 4 of Wands at the bottom. Wow. We got King of Disc. We got 2 of Cups. We got Prince of Discs. We have the Star. And then we have 5 of Cups. So this is that energy of this black flower fragrance. This is what you're still dealing with. Yeah. Oh my God, my allergies are really killing me. I haven't even been outside. I'm taking all the meds. Just oof. But anyway, so it's going to have to be you that really takes the lead and fixing this situation. Because here's what I'm seeing, right? Heal this past grief, heal this past anger that's coming here from, the black flower fragrance. Release that. It's going to have to be you to release that with yourself. You can't wait for the other person to come forward or apologize or make amends. You are going to have to release that on your own. Because the fact is, while, yes, it'd be great if there's apologies. Person should take accountability. But until you release that upset and anger, you might not be in a receptive energy for it. And in fact, with you being in the lead, and then I'm seeing this King of Discs energy, right? I'm seeing this as you right now. That's the masculine action. So honestly, I'm seeing this as you, and this as the other person, and kind of the page energy, a prince, a prince and a king. And yes, exactly like it said, this person, is moving slow. Like, look, they're on an ox. You're both moving towards this Two of Cups energy, but like they're moving slow, and it's one step, and it's you with the power who are going to have to take the 10 steps. You're going to have to learn to see and appreciate the small gestures being made towards you, because you're really in your power right now. You're really, and the fact is, though, being in your power doesn't necessarily mean you're balanced, though. Being in your power doesn't necessarily mean everything you project is positive, right? Because with this energy, there's still a lot of anger in you. There's still a lot of grief. So a person might not feel safe approaching you, and that's why you're being encouraged to be the one that takes lead here. But at some point, once you've healed this, you're going to have to you're going to have to learn when to fall into the receptive energy. And actually, if you're in this powerful energy with this reaching for your dreams and the message in chop wood and the halls of Amenti, direct that masculine energy towards the things and activities that will enhance your life rather than your relationship. If it's not your role, if you're the masculine or not, it doesn't matter, right? There has to be a healthy balance. If you want the other person to take more action and embody more of the masculine, then you're going to have to fall back and become more the feminine. So you got to know when and where to use your masculine and feminine energies, when to take charge and when to fall back. So in this case, in order to start this new cycle and start it from a good place, you're going to have to embody the masculine at this point until the other person feels comfortable enough to be more proactive, to more embody their masculine energy. So yeah, I think that's the big message here. Please look into releasing this kind of this anger or grief or resentment that's still in you, because that's all your job. That what the other person does won't help you to truly let go of all that. I hate to tell you that, but it doesn't matter how much a person apologizes or changes. If you still hold on to that anger, resentment, or grief, it's not going to mean anything to you. Your heart's not really open to it at this point. So let me roll an angel number for you. We got 90. Is this 89 or 809? Oh crap. I'm feeling like it's... Wait a minute. I just changed it. Oh man. Let's go for 89. You are in touch with your true self. Cherish this connection as it unfolds. Yeah, you're in your power right now. Just make sure that you're using your powers for good. Okay, 809. I just felt like I should read it. Your journey isn't always about how far you've come. It's also about how deeply you have connected. Congratulations on dedicating time to yourself. Yeah, that's all good stuff. And I feel like I want to read 16 because you got two 16s. You are being invited to upgrade your choices and move towards experience that support your joy and purpose. Let go and move forward. Let go! Anyway, yes, that's what I have, Taurus, and I hope this helps you. Thank you. Hi, Virgo. Let's get into your reading. Hopefully I can make it through this without having to sneeze or something. I don't know why. I haven't even stepped foot outside. The windows aren't open, but yet my eyes just started burning and my nose itching out of nowhere. So I'm just going to try to do my best to get through this. And I've taken all the meds. Ah, man. I love spring, but yeah. Let's see. Okay. Moonology Oracle. Virgo. Oh man, 2. Okay. So you got your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Then take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Okay, so maybe a bit of stress here, maybe. Let's go for the Heart Oracle. Oracle. Oh wow. Wow. Did they just all stick together? They're all green. We got 8 of emotions, which is 8 of cups, moving on. We got 2 of emotions, which is 2 of cups, coming together. And then we have 1 of emotions, love abounds, which is Ace of Cups. Okay, wow. All right. Let's go to Dark Mirror. It's very interesting. So it's like moving on, I guess in the order that it came out. Maybe it's moving on from something else so you can get to this point. Oh, and then we got number 10, Colorless Angel, which I'm pretty sure is a depression card. This is about really not wanting to feel your feelings, you know, just being apathetic. Hopefully, if you just like blend in with the wall, nothing will happen to you or something. Let's go for the Cash Records. Out again. No. Okay. The children card flipped out. Funny. Okay. Got number 40, totem animals. Huh. No, there's gonna be a lot of cards. And then number 8, crown chakra. Let's see if I can fit this here. Okay. So I guess it's really indicating some kind of spiritual connection. I don't know why with this crown chakra though, I'm kind of getting maybe a bit like head in the clouds energy from that. And then the totem animals is kind of asking you to ground more. I'm going to buy the book, number 11. Huh. Dream Oracle. I feel like I'm not going to really have room for the tarot cards. Astral travel, vital force information, dream time, soul travel. Huh. Well, astral travel. Yeah, maybe crown chakra is head in the clouds, but maybe you're not in the right clouds. Maybe your head should be in the clouds, but it's not in the right way. Huh. With this 8 and balance moving on, maybe there needs to be some kind of balance between how much you spend kind of being really wrapped up in maybe very lofty spiritual aspects and get more back down to the earthly connection of things. Yeah, with this 8 and the balance and moving on. And then, you know, it's really the water and the sand, like seeing that line, like walking that line of the emotions and the practicality too. You know, I don't know which side you're supposed to be on. I like how there's little pink flowers in there too. I don't know if you can see. They're in the rocks. Yeah. Huh. So maybe this just feels like a very overwhelming time right now too. I think. Well, clearly good things are happening. You know, with this coming together, love abounds. There's probably some kind of connection that you're dealing with, you know. Maybe you don't really know what to make of it yet. But I feel like with time to breathe out, buy the book. Wait a minute, how many more fell? Okay, forget it then. Ooh. Bottom is judgment. Yeah, this is and that's 22. I'm getting the message of balance a lot here. And then we got the Hierophant. Yeah. Then King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, but then 9 of Swords, and then Death. Wow. So, this makes me think, I don't even know where to put all these cards. This is way too many cards. This makes me think there's been like this huge kind of spiritual transformation in your life, and you really don't know, I guess, whatever, guys. Death is over here, okay? Death is over here. Yeah, this seems to me like a huge spiritual awakening, transformation, and there's just, maybe you just don't really know where it's leading you, and maybe a connection's come in, or connections have been coming in, and I think it's overwhelming. Like, this 9 of Swords is, you know, anxiety. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, the 9 of Swords with this anxiety, and it's like under colorless angel. Maybe you're not really sure. It's a crown chakra here. Head in the clouds. But also probably like a lot of downloads, a lot of information. Because yes, this astral travel information. Maybe you've just really tapped into something and you don't know how to handle it yet. And, you know, with this love, yes, while this can be like very likely is like a connection with someone else, I believe this is also indicating like the love and light of the universe, like finally tapping into that universal energy. And maybe it's just a bit overwhelming right now, and that's why your commitment is being tested, because maybe like you're very used to just shutting down when you're bombarded with these energies. You know, you could have been someone that's been sensitive your whole life, but really numbed yourself to the things that you were perceiving or feeling. And yeah, you're gonna have to release that tendency to just turn towards apathy or numbing or shutting yourself down because you can't handle everything that's coming in. And oh, wow, actually, yes, look at this. If you see this imagery, it's like the lightning is going straight down to her head and she can't handle it. And you know that the thing above her, it's like that's the energy and source just coming down. And maybe you've just been so used to numbing yourself to all this energy, and I don't think you can do that anymore, because you know, with this love of balance and coming together, once you've opened yourself up to that universal love and light energy, you know, I hate to say like love and light, but I mean, it's the same thing. Love and light, it's the same thing. Once you've opened yourself up to that, you can't really go back, right? It's so obvious when you cut yourself off again. You just feel off, you know, you just feel like you're out of it. So I don't think you can do it anymore, but there's still that tendency, that temptation to go back to numbing yourself. And you know, the Hierophant here, and you see this like, wow, yes, this imagery is really synchronistic, because here you are, you know, the lightning's coming down and you're in pain. But look at this, you got to be like the Knight of Swords. He's got lightning all around him, and so does the Hierophant. They're perfectly fine. They've got it all coming down and they're fine. I mean, this King of Swords is basically an electric chair. There's a way to balance yourself, you know, without shutting yourself down, you know. And that's what the swords, that's a positive aspect of the swords energy is to kind of like maintain your composure, your lucidity. What is that? I saw a squirrel like prancing with like a big ass cookie in his mouth. Oh, where did you get that, you squirrel? Oh man, that's so funny. You know, you've already awakened to this with this death, right? You've gone through this transformation. Don't forget it, you know. Don't forget what you've tapped into, what you've learned, that you felt the energy of source. You can't go back. You can't cut yourself off. But right now you're being overwhelmed. And with this by the book and the totem animals, with this by the book, totem animals, and even take time to breathe out, it's like you've learned your ways to kind of ground yourself and connect with nature. Because what helps you handle the lightning, like what neutralizes lightning but grounding, right? That's how you prevent yourself from being so overwhelmed from this energy. Connecting with nature, you know, spirit animals if you have them. Kind of like falling back on those techniques and methods that you've learned along your spiritual journey. You know, breathing out, meditation, you know, meditation, other kind of spiritual practices to help you. And 11, you know, that's reduces to a 2. That's the number of intuition, you know. So, and it's reminding you of your sensitivity. You know, you can handle this. And I think there's a part of you, maybe also with this 9 of Pentacles energy. Well, actually, you know, the interesting thing here is like she's surrounded by a ghost, a bat, but also like the falcon and the rabbit. Be comfortable in all the different aspects of life and things, like the dark and the light. Like be comfortable with the ghost and the rabbit, you know. Don't just understand that these things are all part of what life is, you know, especially for you now that you've transformed and you're kind of aware of what's out there. You know, shutting it off is going to be a lot harder than you think it will be. You know, it's not, whatever things that you use to numb yourself or escape in the past, they're not going to work as well anymore. And yeah, trust me, as someone who went through a spiritual awakening myself, those things just didn't work the same way anymore. I didn't derive the same kind of excitement or pleasure from them anymore. And it was to cut off that route of escapism, that route of numbing. So yes, I'd you know, try your best, you know, forgive yourself for wanting to fall back to your old tendencies of numbing yourself. It's fine, it's understandable. These things can be overwhelming, but just know that you've learned, you've gained the wisdom and knowledge necessary to handle these things, and you are powerful enough, you are strong enough to handle them. You know, you can see everything and be okay, you know. Yeah, just try to release the urge to go back to apathy, to numbing yourself. Because, you know, you have this Hierophant and this King of Swords energy inside of you. Got 5, 3, 2. Your angels are encouraging you to surrender and trust in the strength of a higher power. You can be supported if you let the love in. Yes, don't cut off, don't numb yourself, because when you numb yourself to these darker things or these things that are too intense for you, you also cut yourself off from the love, and that's what's actually going to help you. You know, it's those things. You know, the universe is on your side. You know, don't be afraid of that. You know, whatever thing that you use to escape, whether it be like alcohol, drugs, or games, or, you know, junk TV, junk food, you know, those things are not going to actually help you and sustain you. You will be helped and sustained by the universe and the love and the energy that can also come through. And maybe you need to also learn how to filter it too, to make sure you are going through what's good, keeping it, and just grounding the rest, you know. So that's my advice for this full moon, Virgo. Thank you.